Anyway, attacked! It was after I spoke with you in front of the dressing room. You were still there after we talked to you. I sensed someone approaching. I thought it might be someone come to see me, but they said nothing. When I went to return to my dressing room, you were hit? I knew, that very moment, I knew the assailant was trying to kill me. Ack! It was lucky for me the first blow did not knock me out. I turned and ran for the stage. Someone was chasing me. I could hear footsteps. Yet I reached the stage first. I'm on the stage! I could overhear maintenance people talking. The power to the stage area was off, they said, for electrical work. Good thing that happened. Darkness is my ally. There was a contrabass case near the stage. That is where I hid. So the assailant couldn't see you! Once in the case, I'm afraid I passed out. Well, this sounds like a really close call. She could have died! I thought that's not good if she died. The assailant. Do you have any idea who it might have been? Unfortunately, no. Whoever it was, they said not a word. Too bad. How about his or her footsteps? Wouldn't she tell? Yet when I consider that I was struck high on the forehead, I must conclude that whoever hit me was taller than I am. Good point. She's sharp. And you're much taller than I am. You're about as tall as Apollo. So that means it was likely an adult, and probably a man. Could it be him? But what would anyone attack you, Lamiroir? And the detective asked me this too. And to her I gave the same answer I give you. I do not know. Anyway, since she's here, let's present her this replica. Because, Clavy wanted to know about it. Lamiroir, I wanted to ask you about this. Do you know what this is? This is what? Mr. Latus was carrying it. It's a replica of the thing he was after. He was after? You know, in a secret identity! As undercover agent. So that's what he was doing. You mean, you know what? Yes, I know. Of course. This must be a Virginian cocoon. Or rather, a convincing replica thereof. Why haven't I heard of a Virginian cocoon before? Because it's Virginian, I think. Why would he be carrying this around? Was it some kind of souvenir? I wonder. Well, let's talk to her about it. The Virginian cocoon. Well, they call it Virginian. It must only be found in Virginia. For certain, all in Virginia know of these. Excuse me. It's a cocoon, so do you get silk from it? I do not know the details, I'm sorry to say. I thought she said all in Virginia knew of these. There's one fact I do know about the cocoon, though. Something all in Virginia know. What's that? The cocoons, they are not to be taken out of the country. If someone does and is caught, they'll be put to death. To death? Why? That's silly. I do not know. Yet, if Interpol was involved, I'm sure there is a good reason. But this is just a piece of plastic! He was carrying a replica, but looking for the real deal. That's my best guess. So that's what he was up to? Tracking down Virginia cocoon smuggling. This case is already confusing as it is. Why is, more things happening? Smuggling? Let's talk to her about smuggling. It seems I was marked. Marked? Life changed for me with the popularity of my songs. I began to travel around the world. I wish I was her. I want to travel around the world. Ah, so you can have popped those Virginia cocoons with you. On my trips, yes, that was probably the suspicion. And Mr. Latus was placed as an undercover agent to look into it. Virginia is a small, sheltered country. Not many of our people venture into the world outside. So she's a special case, I guess, yes? Is that why they suspected you? But Mr. Latus wasn't a Virginian, was he? He was an Interpol agent, which means... What, Apollo? Well, there must have been some reason other countries didn't want the cocoons out. Something scary enough to get Interpol involved. Something scary enough to put someone to death if they take them out of the country. Huh? Like what? How could such a tiny ball of thread cause such a commotion? Cocoon smuggling. And Miss Latu's Lamiroir marked. It couldn't be her. Huh? There's one other person I need to talk to. Thank you for talking to us, Lamiroir. It was the least I could do. Actually, I have another request. If it is within my power. I need an interpreter. Someone who speaks Virginian. Apollo? He is thinking for himself here. Would you come with us if you're well enough? I see. Yes, of course. I shall accompany you. Huh? Where are we going? Come on, Trucy. We're about to get to the bottom of this. Ooh, we're at the visitor center. I wonder why. Machi, we came to talk to you about the case. Machi. Why is he scared all of a sudden? Could you interpret for us, Lamiroir? Yes. Machi, I'd like to talk to you about when we first met. When we still thought you were blind. Wingdings? Now we know the truth. You can see, right? I was completely fooled myself! Machi, isn't there another secret you're hiding from us? Huh? What? Wait, Mr. Attorney! What do you mean by secret? And why all of a sudden Machi has a reaction? Oh, that's weird. What do I mean by secret? Well, let's see here. The only thing that makes sense after talking to Lamiroir about the cocoon. If I'm not mistaken, you know something about this, don't you? A reaction. Hey, you got a reaction! A big one! Machi, you didn't. Trucy and I are trained to see people's uncertainty. Not that we would have needed any training to see that one. Mr. Attorney, please tell me what this is all about. Lamiroir, please interpret. Very well. I know you know something about this by your reaction. If you won't tell me, I might have to give it to the prosecution and have look into it. Now, does he know what we're saying? Or is Lamiroir interpreting? Yes, you did wait. Do not be so hasty. Machi? Do you know everything? Yes, everything. Well, sort of. Have him tell us about it! Very well. I could just do the opposite by talking to him, blah, but I'm curious. Anything? Machi, he's upset he cannot speak with you. Well, let's hear him out before he gets grumpy, Apollo. Okay, that's strange. Okay. The cocoon. What is this cocoon anyway? The cocoon, the silk, is a potent cure. A cure? It must cure some disease. It's a cure for incuritis. Wow, very great name. It means, I'm guessing it means can't be cured, but the prefix in is something else, right? I don't remember. A cure for incuritis? Oh, okay, update it. But if it's a cure, why keep it in Virginia like that? Just think of all the lives they could save by sharing the medicine! I do not understand the reasons myself. Okay, well, at least we know what it is. A cure. And Miss Lotus was after cocoon smugglers. Wait, was Machi? Machi, you weren't. He couldn't be a smuggler, he's so little! Well, you're only 15 and you're sort of a magician, aren't you? Well, that's true. I am sort of a magician. She says sort of. Oh, do you have a copy of the security camera tape? Oh, Paul, even after these, even during these serious times, he can still be silly. Well, Machi, are you a smuggler? What's going on? She's not interpreting. He won't tell me. First he plays blind, now he plays dumb. I wonder, do you think he brought a cocoon here to sell it to someone? Machi really did bring one to the country. Was he planning on making a deal for its sale? I can't go home. Can't go home? I can't go home to Virginia. I do not want to go home. The penalty for taking a cocoon from Virginia is death. That's right, it's punishable by death! About the case? What about the case? He wants to tell us about Melissa too's death? This meeting's over. You... Darian? What do you mean, visiting hours aren't over yet? There's a call from Machi from the Virginia Embassy. This meeting is over. Sorry. Just give us 5 more minutes. We can call them back after that. Sorry, no go. Come on, piano boy, we're leaving. Darren, wait! I never liked you. Either of you. Huh? This is, crazy. Darn it, we were so close, he was about to tell us! Hey, Apollo! He didn't want us to hear what Machi had to say. Apollo! And there can be only one reason why. Why is everyone ignoring me? Oh, sorry. This is it. I know who I'm after now. It all happens tomorrow. In court. Well, the investigation session has ended. We will continue at the court and ending this case forever. Or, yeah. So, bye everyone.